Hello, good morning, student. Today we will learn another poem in this class. The is interesting and romantic poet, and the poem is written by John Keats. And John Keats is a British poet and British romantic poet. Do you know what is the words used for the romantic? Romantic means a poet who wrote and a poet who writes river, about moon, flowers, okay, and also write about sheep, shepherd, flowers like daffodils, all this. It means the poet is just talking about the natural beauty. That means, okay, born in 1795 and went to heaven in 1821. Was a British poet and considered as a romantic poet. By profession, he was a surgeon. Okay, the introduction of the poet is given in our book. Okay, you can see he was surgeon. Okay, a doctor, but he dedicated himself his whole life to the poetry. And best thing about his poetry is that he is sensual poet and wrote like this every readers. Okay, thing mood from aspiration, because he used this type of terms and words of language. Okay, and now we are going to start our poem, Things About Beauty. And the poem is the part of a big poem. The poem's name is Endymions, a Poetic Romance. Okay, this is the big poet, and he was poet of John Keats. And Things of Beauty is the part that is taken from the Endymions, a romantic poet. Okay, and in Endymion is the shepherd. This is a Greek. Basically, this is the poem is based on a Greek legend, Greek story. And in the poem, the Endymion is the shepherd, the lover, and he is very eager to achieve. Blind, you can in his quest to find his beloved Cynthia. Okay, and Cynthia is the moon goddess, just like in our culture. Saraswati is god of education. Okay, Lakshmi is the god of gold, money. You can say like this in the moon in Greek legends. Okay, Cynthia is the moon goddess, and he want to achieve moon goddess. Although his beloved was Diana. Okay, basically name that is not Cynthia. It is the symbolized Cynthia, but in reality his beloved's name is Diana. Okay, and Diana converted him to later, that's converted into that is the moon goddess. Okay, and his enchanted youth, that means the poet, the shepherd, the Endymion. Okay, he just tried to find out and move here and there in forest and under the sea water, and may he found it or not, found her his beloved or not, that's not important, but man thinks that is important here, that okay, the things of beauty is joyful. Okay, that is main theme in this poem. Before you read, what pleasure does a beautiful thing give us? Okay, what is the things, what the pleasure, what the joy, what is the enjoyment? Either he is not so good looking, he is not beautiful, she is not beautiful, or he is not handsome, but every person in this world always like beautiful things, because every beautiful things provide something, you can say, the peace of mind and enjoyment. That's why Either somebody is getting the physical pleasure, somebody find the, can say, but the last, they get at last pleasure. And this is the main characteristic man merit and man thinks about a beautiful things, because every beautiful things always worth treasuring. It means they are not useless, they always are useful. Okay, so I will read, and you should try to understand the poems and the meaning of the poem. Okay, so we have learned that the poem is not by, okay, it means the short part of, okay, poetic romance that is written by John Keats, and now we are just reading this small part of that poem, and demon. Okay, first things, a things of beauty is a joy forever. Okay, a things of beauty forever. I just highlight the first stanza. A things of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of dreams and, okay, fine. The poet is just saying a beautiful thing is the source of eternal joy. Okay, maybe we are just chasing the earthly things. Okay, but whatever the things is, but every beautiful things provide joy, provide happiness, provide the peace of mind. That's the reason everyone is just chasing that the things may be physical, the things may be spiritual, always love. Okay, its loveliness is the pleasure, it's the enjoyment increases, it the continuously increases. Okay, it means the enjoy, the pleasure and joy of a lovely things, a beautiful things is never decreased, it will never pass into nothingness, or either the time is very vast, either time is very best. Okay, but things always have its one's life. Okay, so that's why the poet is just writing, it will never pass into nothingness. It means in every time may be worse, but a beautiful things always maintain its value for everyone. Okay, but will keep a bower quiet for us. Just like the poet just compare here a beautiful things just with a bower. Bower you can shelter, a shelter of a, if a big banyan tree and sitting under the tree, and you feel outside is very hot and you feel a very peace under the tree. So the poet just compared the beautiful things with a bower, the shelter that provide us a sleep full of sweet dreams. Okay, when you just go in, under the bower, under the quiet place, the shelter, you feel yourself drowsy, and the dredge and your old tiredness will be despair, and that's why the poet, it is bower just to provide us a sound sleep. Okay, that is full of sweet dreams, and it also provides the good health, and also provide the quiet breathing. Quiet breathing means you are mentally balanced. Okay, when your breath is in control and quiet, that is not more fast and that is not so slow, that means you are balanced. Okay, your breath is balanced, you are really in getting good health. That's the reason. Okay, next. So in our first stanza we have just learned the main things about the beautiful things. A beautiful things always increase. Okay, they never decrease, they always maintain its they never becomes useless, nothingness. Okay, pass in any times, or every human beings always like the beautiful things, because a beautiful things is always a joy for everyone. Okay, let's we did start the second stanza, and that is mixed in the first stanza, you can say. Next, from there, Therefore, on every morrow the words refer to the tomorrow. Therefore, on every morrow, we are wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. So, despondence of the inner earth, of noble nature, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and all darkened ways, mad for our searching years in spite of all. The poet says, all human beings, the physical worlds, he is not so satisfied, he is not happy, okay, he is in the disappointment, okay, and because every person, every human being just try to find out the good human values, the noble nature, the great qualities of human, but you just find out everywhere the human values are going to decrease. You will not find the human values in you can values just going to human values are going to doubt. That is, you will find lack of the inhuman, okay, you will find the lack of the noble nature, you will find the lack of the great values of human, just like the brotherhood, just like the love to each other, respect to the neighbor, okay, and respect to all other creature, either they are minor or big or elders, respect to the flowers, respect to the air. But in this world, every person just try to chasing the earthly pleasure because of the, okay, every beautiful thing is being decreased, air is also polluted, and a person is being so greedy, he can kill for for a little money, for the some money to his brother also. So that's why the every things in this world, the human is so disappointed because he is in the world there, there is lack of quality, and all the way, and he is also the gloomy days. The poet used the gloomy days because they are not so, all the day are not happy for man, because he is just try to find the chasing the wealth, chasing the physical pleasure. That's why the day are not every day he is struggling with the getting the pleasure. That's why the day are gloomy, and there is no great values, merits, and that's why he is despondent, that he is not have the peace of mind and disappointed, okay, and in spite of that, first things that there is lack of human nature, human values, human characteristic, human merits, and the day they are the way, okay, they are unhealthy, they are not healthy way, they are not justified, they are not legal ways, and over darkened ways, and we are evil way. For just every person just try to achieve a physical pleasure, and that's why he is despondent, and all that ways mad for our searching of pleasure, searching of enjoyment. Yes, in spite of all, but all lefting all these, what are these things? Man is despondent because there is a lack of noble nature. He is in saddy day, and he is taking the way they are. But in spite of all them, a human, a person, and we always try to wreath, always try to wreath a flowery band with bind to us to the earth. In spite of all that negative things, a person always try to just start on early morning and busy with with his work, with his job, and always try to to just like he always try to have a good relation, to maintain a relationship with the earth. Earth, you can say the earthly things, okay, and flowery band used for the things, because he just putting every small things in the physical time to collecting them, and that is used for to connecting him. It means he know he is in despondency, he is disappointment, in a condition of disappointment, and then he has no beings, and they are very gloomy days, and the way he's stacking are also unhealthy and evil. But in spite of all them, a person in this world get try to band and maintain a good relation with the earth. Okay, because all things, what are the things? The things is beauty. Okay, because he just finding out something beautiful things that thing turns the human beings and motivating him to bind with the, like he wreathing a flowery band to the earth. Okay, in the next stanza, poet just saying that poet talking about the lovely things, the beautiful things we are finding in our surrounding, just like all day of all unhealthy and darkened ways, mad for our search years in spite of all, some shape of beauties. What the reasons? The poet and the any wreath, a flowery bands, and maintained a good relation with the earth. What are the reason? The reason that some shape of beauties move away the pall from our dark spirit, because the beautiful things can over the darkness of a dark spirit. The poet use the dark spirit, that means soul, and dark, that is not happy. It means a beautiful thing that is covered, that is catch our spirit. Okay, the beautiful things can spread, can delete and can despair the sadness from our spirit. Just like, what are the beautiful things? Just like the sun, the moon, the tree old, the young sprouting shadow moon. Okay, all are the sprouting shadow, that is sprouting young for simple sheep, and such are daffodils. Okay, sorry, we will start here. Okay, in this stanza, poet just talking about the beautiful things. A beautiful things can remove the darkness, the unpleasantness, and the sadness and tension and worry of person. Okay, the beautiful things may be the sun, the moon, the tree, the young. The tree may be old and young and sprouting a shadow moon. They are just providing a shady moon. Moon, that means just like the blessing. Okay, moon just all the things. According to poet, these are the sun, moon, tree, flowers, and river. What are they? They are just like the beautiful things. Okay, and they sprouting, they are spreading shadow boon for a simple seed. Just say the things, the nature, just like the sun, moon, tree, and things, they are just like the beautiful. They can be a boon, they can be a blessing of God. Okay, for a simple seed. So what for the human beings? If the nature provide the pleasure to a human beings, okay, for a simple seed, what can, how can be a human being so disappointed? It means he will get the beauty, play from and joy from, happiness from the nature. Daffodils is also a flower. Okay, with the green worlds they live in. Poet just talking about, here is a personification, you can say, and in the above sentence, poet is just saying the metaphor. Okay, use the metaphor. Imagination in the wreathing a flowery band. Okay, in this point, in this he is using the metaphor, say something extra or something. Okay, and in this bone, the such are daffodils, with the green words they live. Okay, in this point, the are the flower, but they behave just like the human being, the personification, you can say, and they are living in the green world. They are living in the green forest. Okay, and clear reels. Reel, you may be a small stream of water. Reels, clear reels, that is transparent. Clear, there is no dust particle in the water. That is very clear, that is very transparent. Reels, that is small body of water and a small stream of the water, that from themselves a cooling covered mat, that is mat, a cooling covered means or shelter, you can say. Okay. In this poem, the poet just say all the beautiful things are just like they are the source of providing the source of happiness. Okay, that for themselves a cooling covered makes giant the hot season, or in the hot season, okay, the Greenland, all the clear, very cooling. Okay, so a cooling place in hot season provide happiness. The mid forest brag. Okay, mid for fresh brag. Okay, brag, you can say slow, being slow. Mid forest brag rich with a sprinkling. You can see small part of brag. You also the water body. Okay, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blossoms. The mid forest brag rich with, or the forest that is very dense. Okay, the mid forest brag rich with, sorry, that is brag is not here water. Okay, water, but that is dense place that being you can't move from that, that is very dense. Sprinkling of fair musk rose blossom, and the mid forest, the middle part of the forest, which is full of sprinkling of fair musk rose bloom, that is musk rose. Okay, that is not red rose, that is musk rose, and blossom, that is a fragrance, that is, you can say khushbu. Okay, scent. And the middle forest is full of rose blossoms, that is the good source of pleasure. Okay, so we can say the tree which provide us a shade, and flowers, and provides a beauty, and rivers and their part of body just real, they provide us coolness during the summer and hot season. All of these are the beautiful of nature, which are like forest. Tree, river, flowers, all are the source of pleasure. All are they are like just boon they bestow us for us. So that's why, according to poet, they are the source of beauty. Okay, the poet just using the here now. And such too is the grandeur of dooms. Okay, and such things are grandeurs of doom, and such thing. Okay, I just highlighting here. And such too the grandeur of, okay, grandeur, you can say a high status person, and dooms, that means the dooms, the upper part of any building, doom. Okay, such as too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead. Okay, mighty dead, the powerful person who is not now, like, better the enormous people, you can say powerful persons, they are now dead, and all the are made for them, they are mighty. We can imagine, whenever we think about a big building that is very royal and grandeur, we just see the beauty of that building and feel some different type of feelings. Okay, just like we can say we are thinking about the mighty dead. Okay, and everybody, just like the Taj Mahal and Lal Killa, they are the big buildings, and we whenever see the buildings we feel. Okay, so through the grandeur of the dooms, and the grandeur of the dooms, all the beautiful things, just like the grandeur of the dooms. Okay, they are just the upper part, the big part of the dooms. They are grandeur, they are of the high rank, they are of the have the more importance than the other things. Okay, we have images for the mighty dead. In that time, things about the powerful person, they are not just now. All lovely tales, all that things and read, all that story and read, they are maybe about the mighty dead person, they are maybe the importance of the nation, they are the story of mighty warriors. Okay, they maybe live, and either they are our country or either they are of the other countries, but they of the human being. Four beautiful things. Okay, all lovely tales that fountain immortal drink, and pouring unto us for the heaven things. All these are the beautiful things. The poet just say we are getting the pleasure to see the grandeur of the dooms. Okay, कबर के ऊपर का जो इशा, that means okay, dooms, end of the dooms. We are imagining for the mighty dead. Also, we are talking about the fairy tales, the lovely tales. We are how and read. All these are the source of enjoy, source of pleasure. They are just like the endless fountain of immortal drink. Seeing the things, the beautiful things, because all are the endless fountain of immortal that can't be ended. They always be maintained and remain in every times. They are the fountain immortal drink pouring unto us from the heavens bring, and that immortal drink, that immortal liquid and things that are pouring, that are bursting onto us or us, brings you can the corner and all. Okay, so poet just said they are all the beautiful things. Either they are dooms and the story we have heard and read about the immortal drink as immortal drink. The beautiful things are the source of immortal drink, and the drink that is from the heaven. It means that is not physical, that is spiritual. So all those which are immortal on the earth, despite having so many sorrow in our lives, means the world is full of sorrow, the world is full of tension, but these beautiful things attract us, motivate us to live. Okay, because they are the eternal source of happiness. They are the heavenly drink, they are the not normal drink. Okay, that comes from the heaven and motivates us to live despite of work and ill ways, despite of the saddy days, despite of the sad spirit, because they motivate us and motivates us to live in sorrow in our life. Okay, so this is the poem written by the poet John Keats, and John Keats is the romantic poet. Okay, in this poem, the grandeur, we have learnt about the importance of the beautiful things. A beautiful thing is, and that is the like the heavenly fall fountain, and always a source of happiness and joy that is given by us to the God. And the beautiful things may be the sun and every natural beauty thing, and tree and the river and flowers. Okay, and other things that they are not for the normal people, they may be for the human beings. Okay, so, and if you have any problems, you can ask me. Okay, now we are talking about some literary device used in this poem. Okay, immortal dreams is also immortal drink is here, because beautiful objects nature are forever, like the never ending portion of the drink. Okay, and immortal drink that can't be, that is metaphor, and because the earthly beautiful things is compared with the heavenly drinks, so that is metaphor. Okay, and in the musk rose fair, so this is the imagery of the simple such sleep, that is alliteration what used. Okay, and Also you can say alliteration, spite such sun, and some shape. These are the use of alliteration. Okay.